Hello children, good morning to you all. We are here to continue our lessons for today. Okay, so let us begin with the social studies lesson which I taught a part of it the other day, yesterday. Okay, so let us start with our lesson. The name of the lesson is Weather versus Climate. So, in this lesson, first day we got the introduction, we got the name, meaning of weather, meaning of climate, how they are different from each other, what is the difference between weather and climate, and then I quoted, I wrote or I taught you just to give the names of the factors which affect the climate of a place. Understand? And the next day, I taught you only one factor that affects the climate of a place, that is distance from the equator. What I told, the places which are very close to equator, they will get more heat from the sun. The reason is, on the equator, the sun's rays fall vertically, straightly, and they cover very short area, small area. That's why they get more heat. As we move towards the tropics, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, there what happens? The sun's rays spread over large area, and they are little slanting. That's why here the heat of the sun is neither so much more or nor too less. Moderate heat they will receive, the places will receive. Then again, from topics, if we move towards the circles, Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle, there the sun's rays are completely slanting, where the sun's heat does not reach the earth. So the earth here is always frozen. Understand? Based on this factor, the whole earth is divided into three climatic zones named torrid zone, temperate zone and frigid zone. Torrid zone is the area around the equator which is very hot. So we can call torrid zone is the hottest climatic zone. Then temperate zone. Temperate zone receives moderate heat. So here the sun's rays fall slantingly, and this area is very suitable for human habitation, for people to live. And then coming to the next thing, that is frigid zone, where sun's rays totally are slanting, so they do not receive the heat of the sun, so that this area is completely frozen. Understand? This is what I taught you. Now let us go to the next factor which affects the climate of a place. Then height above the sea level. Second one, we are learning what about the factors which affect the climate of a place. Height above the sea level. Understand? Here what we learn is the places which are close to the sea, their height from the sea level will be less. As we move towards the interior of any country, the height of the place above the sea level increases. Understand? And what happens? The places which are very high from the equator, sea level, they receive less heat. These places are very cool. Understand? So the places which are very close to the for example, let me see here. Arabian Sea is there, and here Bay of Bengal is there. Here Indian Ocean is there. Understand? The places which are close to the sea level, their height from the sea level will be less. As we move towards any other countries, any other places, take any country, there the height of the sea level, earth from the sea level increases. As the height of the place from the sea level increases, what happens? It becomes more cool. It becomes more cool. That is why in our country, if you move towards the north, height of the place above the sea level increases, like Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Uttaranchal, and what to say, other places, Sikkim, northeastern countries I can say. So these places are very high from the sea level. That's why what happens, the sun's heat will be less here, and they are cool always. They are cool always. Even in, I say, the places which are close to the sea level have less height from the sea level. They do not have much coolness, I said. But here one thing you can remember, there are some places which are located on the hills. Even in the places which are low height, which have low height from the sea level. Understand? ఇక్కడ sea level నుంచి తక్కువ height లో ఉన్న places లో కూడా which are located on the hills, they are cooler. For example, Ooty and so many places in Kunur Valley and so many places in Kerala, Karnataka, they are very cool places. People visit these places during summer. Understand? Same way, though their height from the sea level is less, they are cool. Not every place in the southern part of India. Only the places which are situated on the hills, what happens? Their height from the sea level will increase. Suppose I am putting the book here. I am writing on the blackboard till here. What happens? The height of the place will increase, is it not? So as the height of the place increases, temperature becomes less. As the height of the place decreases, as the height of the place above the sea level is more, temperature is less. The height of the place above the sea level is less, temperature will be more. In this way, height of the sea level, place above the sea level affects the climate of a country. Let me read this paragraph to you, you will understand what I mean. Suppose there are two cities, one is situated in the plains, whereas the other lies in the high mountains. Both the cities are at the same distance from the equator. We should experience the same temperature in both cities. But this is not so. Actually, the city in the mountains is cooler than the one in the plains. Thus, we find that the temperature decreases with increase in the height above the sea level. For example, Shimla and Ludhiana are situated almost at the same distance from the sea level. But Uh, but Shimla is cold while Ludhiana is hot in summer. The reason is that Shimla is located at the height of 2150 meters above the sea level, whereas Ludhiana is only at 250 meters above the sea level. Okay, one thing what they say, main concept is as the height above the height of a place above the sea level increases, temperature will be less. And if the height of a place above the sea level is less, temperature is more. This is our concept. What? The height of a place above the sea level is more, the climate is cool over there. The height of the place above the sea level is less, it is hot. We take two cities, Ludhiana and Shimla. They are almost having the same distance from the sea. But Ludhiana is hot, Shimla is cool. The reason is Shimla is situated on the hills. Means height of the place above the sea level is more. So it makes it cool. Whereas the city called Ludhiana in Punjab, it is its distance is same as Shimla, but it is means its distance from the sea level is less. That's why it is cool. This is how height of a place above the sea level affects the climate of a place. This height of the place above the sea level is known as humidity. It is known as humidity. What is humidity? Oh, sorry, altitude. It is known as altitude. Height of a place above the sea level is known as altitude. Now, next topic to discuss is distance from the sea. Height above the sea level over. Now, distance from the sea. How the distance from the sea affects our climate. Mumbai is located near the sea coast, while Delhi is far away from it. We know that Mumbai is cooler in summer and warmer in winter when compared with Delhi. The places located near the sea coast have moderate climate, neither too hot nor too cold in winter. On the other hand, the places far away from the sea coast have extreme climate, hot in summer, cold in winter. The climate of a coastal region is always affected by the sea. This is because of the land and sea breezes. In the daytime, the sun heats both the land and sea. Land heats up more quickly than the water. Hence, it is hotter than the sea. As you know, hot air is lighter than the cold air. Therefore, warm air above the land rises. The cool air from the sea comes in to take its place. This is known as sea breeze. It cools the land near the coast. During night, the opposite happens. The land cools down more quickly than the sea. The sea cools down slowly. The air above the sea is warmer and rises. The cooler air is air from the land blows towards the sea. This is called the land breeze. Due to land and sea breezes, the weather near the sea remains pleasant. So, distance from the sea. The places which are close to the sea have pleasant climate in summer. The places which are away from the sea, the distance from the sea, the places which have less distance from the sea have pleasant climate, coastal areas I can say here, like Karnataka, Mumbai, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, etc. So what happens? The sun's rays fall equally on land and on sea. But what happens, land becomes hot very quickly, whereas water in the sea becomes hot slowly. That's the reason what happens. The land away from the sea level will be hot at daytime, and the places which are very close or near to the sea level are cool. Why? Because the water in the sea heats slowly and it evaporates. Okay. So it sends cool wind towards the land. Whereas what happens in the land where it is very far from the sea, it heats up quickly and the day becomes very hot here. Understand, if you compare Mumbai and Delhi, both are very big cities. Mumbai is cooler than Delhi in summer. The reason is it is close to the sea, and what happens, the wind which blows over the sea is cooler because of water in the sea. Whereas the wind which blows on land, which is away from the sea, is hotter because absence of water over there. Understand? This is how the distance from the sea affects the climate. How the distance from the sea affects the climate means the places which are near the sea are cooler in summer. The places which are away from the sea are hotter in summer. This is because of the sea breeze and land breeze. What is sea breeze? The wind which blows over the sea and reaches the earth, that is sea breeze. The wind that blows on the land and comes back to the sea, this is called land breeze. When it happens during night, the land becomes cool very quickly. So nights are cooler in the places which are away from the sea level, whereas days are hotter because sun's rays reach the ground very early over there. Whereas the places which are close to the sea during the day, because of the heat which falls on the water in the sea, it gets evaporated. So people sweat more here in daytime. Night what happens? The land breeze moves towards the sea, making it cooler. This is how the distance from the sea affects the climate of a place. The places away from the sea are hotter and the places which are near to the sea are cooler. Then let us go to the next thing, direction of winds. Fourth, direction of winds. How the direction of the wind affects. The winds blowing from hot region bring high temperature, while those blowing from the cold region bring low temperature. The wind passing over water bodies are full of moisture and provide rain. See, Direction of wind. What direction I mean here is the places, the wind which blows from the colder area towards the hotter area, that makes the hotter area cooler. If the wind blows from hotter area towards the cooler area, it makes the place warmer. Understand? And the wind passing over water bodies has more moisture in it. That is called humidity. Moisture in the air means content of water, I can tell. Percentage of water vapor in the air is called humidity. It will be more near the seas. This is how direction of wind also affects the climate of a place. How? If the wind blows over hot region and reaches the cold region, it brings heat, hot air. Whereas if the wind blows from the cold area towards the hot area, it brings cool air. This is how climate will be cool and hot due to the direction of winds. Next comes humidity and rainfall. Just now I mentioned. And rainfall. What is humidity? Amount of water vapor in the air. Or we can say moisture in the air is called humidity. What is humidity? Amount of water vapor in the air is called humidity, or moisture in the air is called humidity. Wetness. See this humidity, how it affects the places which are near the sea again. Here moisture, they get humidity in the air will be more. The reason is the sun's rays fall on the water bodies and lead to quick evaporation. That's why the places which are near the coast, sea coast, they get more humidity. That's why what happens, the places, the people near the sea level sweat more. Sweat, it is not hot, but they sweat more because of humidity. Understand? And places away from the sea level, the air here has less humidity. Why? Because here the humidity, the closeness of the place to the sea level makes them have more humid. Air has more humidity. And as it blows towards the land, the percentage of humidity lessens, becomes less. Understand? And where there are mountains or hills, we have here in 4th class you learned Eastern Ghats, Western Ghats. When they are called relief features. These relief features, forests or mountains, they stop the air, they check the air which has more humidity and cause rainfall. Understand? So, in the plains or other places which are away from the sea, there are no relief features to stop the clouds, rain-bearing clouds and cause rainfall. That's why here near the hilly area, coastal area, rainfall will be more. It is because here the presence of humidity in the clouds will be more, and these hills stop the rain-bearing winds and cause rainfall around the hills. That is why even in, we know, Seven Sisters, northeastern part of India, Himalayan mountains, lower Himalayas are there, Shivalik range. which stop the rain-bearing winds, cause rainfall almost very much. So we even have the place which has the highest rainfall in the world. It is in India. So this distribution of water vapor in the air will be different in different places. As I told, near the sea it is more. If you go towards the center of the earth, it will be less. Even if you go towards the desert, very less, completely nil, I can say. In this way, this humidity, variation in humidity, spread of humidity or distribution of humidity differs from place to place, causing rainfall more or less. Understand? Ocean currents. Ocean currents means waves in the ocean. We have warm ocean currents and cool ocean currents. If the ocean currents are warm, we will have hot climate. If the ocean currents are cooler, we will have cool climate. On their basis, we have selected regions, namely, so in this way, on the basis of these factors, all the 6 factors which affect the climate of a place, the whole earth is divided into 6 physical features. Because of the variation in climate due to many factors like distance from the equator, distance from the sea level, height of a place above the sea level, ocean currents, humidity and rainfall, direction of winds. These 6 factors make the climate uneven. It is not the same everywhere in nook and corner of every country or every continent. Based on this, the whole earth is divided into many physical features which we are taking one country for one physical feature. First is equatorial region. The places which are near the equator are called equatorial region. For this purpose, we have taken the country in Africa which is called DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. Then for hot deserts, this is the second physical feature. We have taken Saudi Arabia for our study, one country for every physical feature. Then third, polar region, or frigid zone. We have taken Greenland to study the climate of frigid zone. Then prairies, grasslands. Here polar region. We took Greenland for our study. And for grasslands, prairies. Next we have temperate and tropical grasslands. For the study of the climate, location of a place, crops, life of people, we will learn about this grassland with prairies. Prairies is one grassland present in the USA. These 4 we have taken. 2 more are left. Monsoon region and Mediterranean region. They are very small, 1, 2 or 3 countries are there. So these are the 4 major physical divisions which we are going to study in our class as one separate lessons. So this is all about the weather versus climate lesson. So tomorrow I will give you new terms. So here I stop. Thank you.